has naturalist at Johnny Appleseed Park District. Come to my kitchen. We're making scat. So today we're going to actually make our own animal scat right here in our kitchen. Now, what we're going to make is edible. Maybe not tasty, but edible. So all of the things that I have are from my own kitchen. You should probably have most of the equipment too, and if you don't, just supplement with whatever you do have handy. So we're gonna start with making deer and rabbit. So deer and rabbit look pretty similar, and I think if we make those, then we can just add goodies and make other types of scat too. So I have some powdered sugar that we're gonna, and we're not measuring today, and here's some cocoa powder. Let's see. And here's some dry milk. This was probably something you may not have in your kitchen, so I don't know, get creative. Here's some corn syrup for some fluids, and some melted butter. I don't know how much, just whatever feels good to you. And then vanilla, finally. Okay. And here's my wooden spoon. Let's stir it together and see what we've got. Okay, so I have my scat at Play-Doh consistency. I actually added flour, a significant amount, and buttered my hands so that it doesn't stick. And those two tips helped a lot. So now we're going to get a little bit on the tip of our finger and roll it around our other palm. And we're trying to make a little round bead of scat, just like so. Rabbit poop is completely round on the end, and we'll try to put it on our plate over here. Deer poop is about the same size, maybe a little bit bigger, so some of your rounder or bigger pellets can just be made into deer poop instead of rabbits. And deer poop has a tapered edge. My hands are getting sticky again, so let's butter them up. There we go. All right, so I've got a nice, tiny, round rabbit pellet right there. All right, this will be my last rabbit pellet, and then let's try some deer. Let's see. The difference too, if you're walking in the woods and you find some poop, rabbit pellet seems to be kind of scattered all over the place. They poop while they run. So you'd find a little pellet here and a little pellet there, maybe a small pile if the rabbit stopped to poop for a second, but not usually. Deer do usually stop and perk up their ears and lift their tail, and so you'll find a big mound of poop altogether if it's a deer. Here's my deer poop. We're gonna roll it, but try to taper it on the ends. Maybe like so. Get creative. So turkey's poop, we'll use this kind too, and instead of round pellets, we want to make this one sort of a snake. So see if you can make a thin little tube of snake. This is just like playing with Play-Doh. All right. And I bet you didn't know that boy turkeys and girl turkeys poop differently. So girl turkeys poop in a spiral. Spiral poop for the girl. And boys poop in a J. There. Let's try fox. So they eat lots of meat. Let's say that there's some chunks of animals in their poop. We'll use chocolate chips. And you know what? Fox can, let's get some of those. They eat seeds and berries sometimes, in the summer at least, when they're available. So here's our chocolate chip chunks. Let's use some sesame seeds. Why not? There you go. All right. And berries too. We ought to have some of those. Our fox has been busy. Here. So chocolate chips, craisins, sesame seeds mixed in with the poop we already made. And then we need to roll it into a poop shape form. Ready? Let's see. What do you think? Here, I have my poop thing. And fox poop is right here. So let's see. Maybe add a little more dryness to it. And some cracks and put a little shape to it. There. In the winter time, fox can't find berries to eat, right? So most of what they eat would be other animals, anything that they can catch. So instead of berries and seeds, let's add some animal fur. I have some crunched up shredded wheat here. Let's just squish this in. We'll pretend that this is fur. Grind it up and make it look like bits of fur, animal parts. All right, let's see. Roll it into our poop shape. You can find fox and coyote poop in our parks. I usually tell by finding fur in them. It's fun. And then let's finish up with our raccoon. So raccoons are omnivores, right? And opportunistic omnivores. So they eat whatever they can find anytime. So we've got our chocolate chips here. And let's add some raisins to it because they eat berries. Let's add some oatmeal. Yeah. Well, chunks of seeds or fruit plants or garbage, whatever they find, they just eat. And roll it up. There we go. There. I think that's enough for today. So, we've got a few different types of poop up here. Hopefully you can see the difference and maybe you'll look a little closer next time you see some outside. So here's our rabbit. It's a herbivore, right? So it only eats plants. You'll find these little round pellets, completely round and kind of dispersed throughout the trail that the rabbit was taking at the time. Here we have our deer scat. It is a lot like the rabbit, except it would be found in one pile. It's got tapered ends, almost to a point, but you'd find a pile there. Here's our turkey. So do you remember that our turkeys poop differently? A female poops in a spiral, and a male, or Jake or Tom, poop in a J form. That blows my mind. Our raccoon is an opportunistic omnivore, right? So they'll eat whatever they can find. They'll have blunt ends on their poop, and then you'll find berries or chunks of animal parts, maybe sometimes fur, but all sorts of big chunky parts in their poop. And then here we've got our fox, Scat. This is the summer one. It's got berries. Berries grow in the summer. Our winter one doesn't have any berries because berries don't grow in the winter. So instead we'll have fur. You could have fur in the summer scat, but you're not going to have berries in the winter scat. So that's our cookie recipe today. And it's just a fun thing for you to be doing, a new recipe for your cookbook. And the next time you have family over, maybe give them a little treat. So thanks for joining us. Have a good one. Hey, that's my scat.